Hello and welcome to Rogues Gallery, where we are rogues who own a gallery, I think. I was just told to do an intro and I didn't have anything prepared, so hello. Hi.
Nice one, Crit. Save the day.
I thought we were all gonna talk over each other. And it was
That's
gonna
what
be
I
funny.
thought. I thought that was going on.
No, we're being respectful, my guy.
There was a bit of a millennial pause there, which I find is funny.
What do you mean by millennial?
Because I said we're live in one, and then there was and when I pressed one, like it starts, but there was also like a split second pause there before Krit said anything. So
I mean, I feel like we were all waiting for somebody to
start. Yeah.
No,
Thank you for being the brave
we
man.
were
that took
waiting
first
for
step.
the timer guy to snap his film thingy. What do you call that thing actually?
The problem is we forgot to feed that guy between seasons.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
Around to do it. But with that in mind, hello for real now. Welcome to season 2 of Rogues Gallery. I am Critical Thinking, or Crit, and let's do a round of introductions, I guess. Let's start with War, to my right.
Hello, everyone. My name is War, or some people know me as War21. You can find me in Discord. Apparently, I don't have other socials. I deal with Homebrew, and that's me. Let's go to my right, which is the turnabout of this table, to Aina.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm the only female voice here, so kind of hard to not know me. Hopefully,
That's Aina.
I read stories.
He's the token woman here.
Yeah.
We gotta have at least one woman, you know. You gotta have some people for the fans to fanboy over.
Wow.
Aina leaves our viewership.
Thanks, yeah, GG.
GG. Like we have a
Diversity
viewership.
is important. I mean, I am the only white guy here, so.
That's the token white guy there. That's
We have the token white guy, the token Asian, the female,
There's
and that's
no
it.
token Asian. Only all of us.
Token-
You're all
all of
Asian.
us are Asian.
Is Asian.
So next to Aina we have
Yo, I am the disembodied voice, Rain, whatever you want to call me, I'm here. I've doxed myself many times online, and I do news, and I also handle Scalian Rogue, so yeah.
big guy. And finally, last but not least, our newest arrival to the show. In the middle, sitting is
Well, hello everyone. You can call me Farid. I'm Farid. Or Cobra. Farid Cobra is my full internet name. The reason why I'm wearing this, plastic bag over my head is because, like Chris said, I'm the new edition and I'm not still uncomfortable to show my face to you guys. Yeah.
Maybe if you stay around to the end of the season, maybe he'll reveal his face.
yes,
You're the only one who's not comfortable showing their face in this very moment at this very table. Yes,
Yes, definitely.
definitely.
Being the junior member, I mean, amongst all these experienced guys.
Oh,
Either way, I'm here. I'm doing character creation things.
It's ironic because you're the oldest.
Oh my god!
Aina, don't dox him. Come on.
Sorry, I said he's the oldest. I didn't say by how much.
Save it for the 1,000 subs, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's 1,000.
thanks, Crit, for taking over. Today for season 2, we're gonna go with the very first section with. Hold on, with. Woo.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tabletop Today. We talk tabletop topics today. We are back with news as usual. I am Rain, and we're gonna talk about our main thing, which is right here. This is an article written by Dicebreaker an opinion article by Robert G. Reeves. A D&D maker, Wizards of the Coast, and its RPG rivals are starting to look like Apple and Amazon. Now, this is not really news per se, but this is kind of like this is not one news, but like more of a culmination of multiple news together. Recently, Wizards of the Coast have been acquiring a lot of companies, D&D Beyond, Drive-Through RPG, and now they're making like one D&D with a subscription service, and then they're gonna make like a D&D platform and everything. And one thing that I always worry when something becomes big is it becomes corporatized and they kind of lose touch with the people. That kind of happened with the gaming industry right now, and this is kind of gaming as well. So I'm kind of worried that it might head into that same direction. What do you guys think?
I mean, it was inevitable, right?
At some point, it will go there. Yeah.
We can only accept our corporate overlords with open arms, right?
Oh god, no. Hey, babe,
You're forgetting
know,
the basis of society is capitalism. So
but there might be a good side to this because if I recall correctly, in video games, as the AAA gets larger and larger and a little bit too detached from what people actually want, indie actually start to fill into spaces. So maybe, just maybe, in the future we may be seeing a resurgence of more indie D&D more popular. So it's not just Dungeons and Dragons in Twitch. Maybe you'll see more obscure RPG, or maybe even the other big RPGs that rarely get some love in there. Shadowrun, Cyberpunk, Pathfinder, all those stuff. So hey, who knows?
That's an incredibly good point, yeah.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. But yeah, that's just kind of like something just wanna bring it up with you guys. But the next news that I want to share with you is that Lego is doing a competition with you guys to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons, where they are basically invitation for you guys to create a model or favorite character or monster using Legos. And actually, if you do win, the prices are actually pretty cool. So first of all, you can get 1% of the total net sale of that particular Lego product if you win. 10 copies of that Lego, so you'll have a supply of Legos to share with your friends. And then of course you'll get credited and also a prize package from the of D&D goodies, which better be some source books. I mean, come on. So I'm just saying, man, like the competition runs from November 28th to December 12th. Get to it. If you guys are, Lego builders, you guys have some cool Lego stuff that you've been working for, maybe you should show it off right now. Maybe any of you are like hidden Lego builders or some shit that we don't know of.
What I'm
knowing
thinking about is how much is total net sales for a product.
That's a good question, actually.
Oh,
1%.
Lego Ideas is sorry to interject. Lego Ideas sets are usually the premium sets because those are like exclusive line, limited run, sort of deal. So they do quite cost a lot. So 1% being the first designer, isn't a bad deal.
I guess so.
Yes.
Because like if it's let's say it's $100, then you get $1 for each product sold. But how much can it be sell? Like how many people actually buy it is my question.
I mean, like from what I can see here, this is for Lego Group in its entirety, so maybe it's a little bit too much. But let's say if so Lego Group made $7.4 billion dollars in revenue in 2021. So that's of course all their products. So let's say if this one is like even 0.1% of of the revenue, even 0.01%. So there'll be, let's say, 1 billion. 1 billion is how many zeros? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
8.
Sure.
Oh no.
8.
9. No.
9.
Wow. No.
It is 8.
Oh.
It is 9. It is 9. It is 9.
9. Yeah.
So let's say if this particular Lego ideas is just like 0.01%, and then you get 1% from that, you'll still be getting like $100,000 if you win. So it's kind of like over the lifetime of this product. So good shit.
And also,
Yeah.
like 1%, being that even though you submit the original design, it will get runovers and passed over throughs to make it more efficient build wise and like part count wise. So you're taking just the first initial concept, but 1% seems fair for the final product because they're going to also make their own changes to the idea as well.
Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, I mean, it's still a really cool idea. I just like the idea of stamping your name in like D&D history. So it's pretty cool.
Not just D&D history, also Lego history.
Double history. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
But you get 8 of those. You can, build one of it, put it in your house every time someone comes. You see that set? I made that.
I made that literally.
Yeah, exactly. The bragging rights. That's kind of like the
I
most.
mean,
And
people who don't know
and
just
then-
say, yeah,
no,
I also build Legos.
No, you don't
And,
understand.
and then after the open house, you can cry your heart out as you notice your hard-earned Lego set is destroyed by
Oh god,
Kids.
10-year-old that come to your house.
Oof.
I've had that experience, but the 10-year-old kid is me.
Oh, wow.
I remember.
I'll think that's
I
story.
Well,
remember
that
like
means-
making this like massive robot. I was so proud of it, Dad. Look, my dad was like recording the whole thing and everything. I pushed it forward, the tail breaks, and the whole thing just collapses, and it just starts wailing right there and then.
Oh. Well, that
my
means
God.
history's gonna repeat itself and you have a kid.
We'll see. Hope not. Well, maybe it's a growing experience. Who knows? But yeah, that is about it for. Oh, but did you also know that for the D&D 50th anniversary, Wizards is actually making a documentary directed by, if I recall correctly, John.
Oh, it's Joe
Oh, I'm gonna
Manganiello.
butcher. Yeah, there you go, Joe
Hey,
Magnolia.
this
Yeah.
this person's epic. Okay, this person is like the wet dreams of most middle-aged women from
And men.
yeah, and men. From because he was from Magic Mike
Ah, okay. Now I
and he
understand. Got
married
it. But yeah,
Sophia Vergara.
he's directing. So that he's directing this documentary. Apparently, just going through the history of D&D, starting from first edition to how it is right now, which is gonna be pretty cool, especially with the launch of what was it? The one D&D as well, and they're saying the one D&D is launching on 2024, something like that, right? So that is kind of around the same time as the actual D&D launch. So yeah. So yeah, that is for the Lego news. Next news is Mighty Nine is getting one last rodeo as Critical Role is coming together again for kind of like a 3-shot basically, because they're doing 3 episodes where.
Two-shot.
It's a 3 actually. 2-shot is they're doing it 2-shot, and then there's gonna be a break for 1 week because Thanksgiving, if I recall correctly, and then 1 more episode to finish off the whole thing. And it is aimed to kind of like tie up some loose ends. I have not watched until the end of campaign 2, but from what I
You
heard, there are some.
have.
Not till the end of season 2. I'm not.
You have. We watched together.
No, I have not. We stopped like in some
you
island or
didn't
something.
watch
Spoilers,
together?
spoilers.
Damn,
Nope,
okay.
we did not. So yeah, they're finishing up, tying up some loose ends basically, and it's in the free hall because if I recall correctly, the Ukotoa arc is not really closed off properly, right? So I'm assuming that's gonna be the main baddie in that 3 arc. So yeah, spoilers. There's gonna be an island in season 2. Wow, a whole campaign about a coastal adventure.
Just to ruin it for me. I was gonna catch up.
I'm sorry,
You know
guys.
what interests me regarding this news? It's going to air on cinemas.
Yes, that is true. You can get that at cinemark.com/critical role, and yes, it will be aired in cinemas, in theaters.
Only in the US.
Which is
And-
crazy, yeah.
And also internationally on a later date.
Oh shit!
Oh no,
So
no, it's
Where?
really?
Yeah.
Where?
It is there somewhere.
Where?
Somewhere.
Okay. Oh no, here.
You
this
read the
one.
article more better
I
than
mean,
so.
I you know what? I'll trust you, but that's
Oh,
crazy.
they
'Cause I
have
don't
it
know.
here. It
International
says
streaming will
will
premiere one day.
but
Following,
where?
I see.
That's the
Oh, I think this is
Yeah.
Twitch. No. They will Twitch stream it.
Oh, I think
This
it's
is pre-recorded.
the Twitch stream is 1 week after, basically.
Okay.
Where's the presentation?
And 1 day after, sorry. 1 day. That's still pretty cool. Like they're fucking screening the whole. I think they've done in cinemas before, but
Yeah,
they-
for
that's
Yeah.
their
for
anniversary.
still, like
E3.
it's still crazy that these guys are like, doing cinema screenings of theirs.
I mean, but take a look at their line: Matthew
Aye.
Mercer, Overwatch, Ashley Johnson, The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have that,
Yeah.
that background.
They did Liam O'Brien dirty, my guy.
All of those are
Yeah,
voice
really
actors, man. They are actors.
The voice actors. There's a difference.
No,
Well,
that's
except
not
Ashley
actually.
Johnson.
All
Yeah,
voice
Ashley
actors
Johnson is
are-
actually active.
She acted in a TV show. Yes.
But yeah, that is about that. And finally, my weekly TTRPG recommendation. This time around, we got. You want to say the name, guys? Convicted Drive, armored by Greed.
Oh my god. Anime's
Okay.
anime's name. Anime
So, Convicted Drive, Armored by Grief is the TTRPG equivalent for the Masked Rider, Kamen Rider series, where you play as kind of like a security force, and you have the ability to transform into your Convictor, just kind of like an alternate form that gives you extra powers and all that shit. So it's just pretty a cool thing that I saw. I've seen a lot of TTRPG this week, but this one really caught my eye. It's amazing. You can transform and everything. You can make your own Kamen Rider and your character, so that's always cool. In addition to all the usual character customization that you're gonna have. The backer kit right now is a little bit light on details. Maybe we'll learn more as we play, but look at that art. Look at that. It's sweet. So yeah. That is
I kind of wish that they'll make anime of this game.
hey, if it gets big enough like Critical Role in my Critical Role, got it.
I mean,
So,
they made
we'll
a
see.
game out of Cyberpunk and a movie out of D&D and multiple games out of D&D. Yeah, so it
one
gets big.
day. We'll see. Those
You
are
just
like the
need-
big
you
ones.
You just need a stream of this game to pop off real well, and they're like, "Huh, there's something to this."
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe we can
Guys, I
do
know
that.
what we're doing next week.
Let's go. You're not here.
No,
Yes.
he will be here. He said he'll try.
No, like for D&D sessions. He's not here, so we can't play D&D
Oh.
with him. So yeah.
Ooh.
But that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
he can't do D&D sessions, but he
Right.
can do Convictor Drive session.
No,
So
you
it-
just say the full name. You treat it with respect it deserves.
Convictor Drive, armored by grief.
It's like such a over bombastic name that it's amazing. But yeah,
It's true to Tokusatsu.
yeah. But yeah, that is everything on my end. A little bit extra, but when have I ever not? Back to
Yeah.
you.
So next is a very new session from our new edition. Let's just get to it. We'll see what this session is. Ooh.
No, well, hello everyone. Welcome to my atelier here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to make this character, character in D&D. What we're going to trying to create today is Batman.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
knows Batman, right?
It's amazing. I love it.
Yes,
Oh my God.
that's why your paper bag. Oh, that's
Yeah,
why.
yep. Oh, I said that we're going to make a face reveal, right?
You're actually Batman all this time?
It was me all along, guys. It was me all along.
I was about to joke, like, you know, when you pull off a mask, you have another mask underneath it. I was right. Yeah.
Hey, who says this face is a mask?
This is the face.
Yeah.
I am born with these features, man.
I,
Well, as everybody knows, Batman is a superhero protector of Gotham City. Right? He was a tortured, brooding vigilante, dressed as a bat who fights against evil and strikes fear into the hearts of criminals everywhere.
God.
So, for his appearance, he is a human, muscular, and well-built. He dons a bat suit with various tools in his utility belt, and he's 25 years old when he started being Batman.
so we're making a 25-year-old Bruce Wayne here then.
Yeah, maybe.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like a level 1 character. Yes.
Yeah, how
All
are you
right.
gonna make characters good at everything?
Well, there must be
We'll
some
see.
things Batman is bad at.
Yeah, there are things that Batman is bad at, right?
Name
Yeah.
three.
Promise.
I mean, the Batman that we know of is a level 20, but we're going to make him when he's not that good, right?
Okay,
Right.
fair enough, fair enough. Okay.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so if you look at the screen there, it lists a bunch of his abilities, but I can boil it down to just 5. He's an expert in stealth, an expert martial artist, weapons specialist, expert investigator, and he has the superpower of wealth.
The wealth part is the most important one.
Yeah.
I
I
already
mean,
see what subclass he is.
so let's get on to building, shall we?
Wow, oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Let's
There
see.
you
The
go, we're
name
going to
is.
use
Are we making
the-
Bruce Wayne or are we making Batman?
Bruce Wayne's the mask.
Yeah, can we leave the name for us, please?
Okay, I'll just.
Sean
go with
Batman.
Bruce Wayne is the mask, don't you know?
Okay, okay, let's go. Let's start with race. So what I have in mind is that at the backseat,
Why?
you know,
What?
right? Because I mean, Batman usually stalks his prey in the night, right? In the dark. So he needs to be able to see in the dark. So backseat has dark vision.
Okay,
So
fair.
he's allowed to see in the dark, right? And being a martial artist, so he is an expert at unarmed attacks. So the backseat got their cat claws. Yeah, so it is, you can flavor it as a martial art attacks, right? Because you can add a D4 instead of just your strength modifier.
Okay.
Okay, that's one thing. And also, the backseat has cat's talent, which gives proficiency in perception and stealth. So, you know, Batman, good at percepting and stealthing.
All right. Okay. fair enough.
Percepting.
I mean, it's a word now. It's a word. Percepting is a word.
We'll coin that. We'll coin
Of
that.
course, of course.
Okay. Well, aside from that, feline agility gives you a burst of movement speed. Batman is quite fast, right? But, you know, no normal thing. Okay. So, after his race, we go to his background, right? No, class first?
No, up to you.
Let's go with background.
Okay.
Can go with background, okay? So, being, you know, wealth is part of his superpower, right? So, we have to go with noble, right? Noble. We play with noble. And
Noble, I mean, yeah, fair.
using a variant feature. Sorry. Let's start first with skill proficiency. I'm giving him history
History.
because from the list, I mean skill proficiency is history and persuasion, right? So history, Batman is a well-learned guy. He has a whole library manner. He reads a lot. And persuasion, I mean, if it were up to me, I would like to have intimidation instead, but using the core the books, it's persuasion.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, for those interrogation sessions that you're going to have, maybe this
Who is using
Batman.
his fist, you know?
Yeah, maybe this Batman is the kinder one, not the the where is he type of Batman.
Yes, the Batman who persuades with his fists. Yes.
There you go.
Sure.
You want my knuckle sandwich?
I see
Here,
you're
have
hungry.
some.
Have some knuckle sandwich.
But for his feature, I don't know if they have it in what do you call that, D&D Beyond, a variant feature,
I don't
retainers.
think there is a variant feature in D&D Beyond.
Ah, goddamn.
But yeah, there is a retainer. We don't have to follow this exactly.
Yeah, but there is a retainer. Basically, the variant feature retainers allows you to have 3 retainers, which you can pick one to be Alfred Pennyworth.
Oh
You
my
can have
god.
a second one as Robin, and these
my God.
retainers can help you do stuff except for fighting. So you can have them, do investigation stuff, take care of your homes or anything, you know.
It's actually
So
perfect.
yeah,
So this
Brilliant.
is if Batman decided to adopt Robin, but then instead of indoctrinating him to crime fighting, just putting him in the home.
Since he's not doing
Alfred
crime
Robin,
fighting,
like
he's just
You know
not
what?
actual physically fighting, you know?
yeah. You know what? Over the years, Batman has had a lot of Robins, right? And all Robins and all Robins have one thing in common: they are orphans. So basically, your character will go into cities and, hey, you orphan over there. You want to help me? I can pay you something.
Oh god.
Is
You
that
can
not
become
every
orphan.
is that not every D&D campaign?
I was about to
That's
say,
true.
Yeah.
He will
We
add
have our own
couple
two
of
orphans.
NPC. Yeah.
Yeah.
like in our campaign, we have so many orphans. You're right.
We have 3. We have a child and a baby as
Oh
well.
my god! You can have Batman in our campaign.
We had
Against a
a
rogue,
Batman.
Wait, what happened
if you
to
mean
Batman?
out of the 12. Who's Batman?
Oh. Wait, who's Batman? Oh, right, fucking.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, Caleb.
forgot about him, guys.
Sorry, who? What? Caleb?
Who's Batman? Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh, who are our old campaign of your guys' group?
Anyways. Wait,
Anyways,
what's
let's go
next?
to the ability scores. Okay, I'm putting. I'm not going to do point by. The standard array.
Okay.
I want to do point by. So, for this,
Okay.
let's start with strength, right? We put 14 in strength. You know, Batman is a well-trained guy. He has, a lot of muscles in his limbs, so he is fairly strong. As for dexterity, I mean, he is dexterous, right? So let's put it at 12. And then constitution, being a human, he's a human being, so he has a normal constitution, right? So a 10 at constitution.
Whoa, that's ballsy. Okay.
That's for
I mean,
I mean,
Bane
this is Batman. He doesn't take hits, he hides.
Yeah,
Bane
fair.
Bane can break his back. Anyone can.
I mean, Bane is super strong though.
my rogue hasn't taken damage in like 4 combats or something.
I know. I need to have
No, that's fine, it's
rogue
fine.
hunter
It's okay.
enemy.
You don't have to do anything. It's okay. I'm enjoying it.
Let's continue. Batman is intelligent, so 12 intelligent. 12 in intelligence. He is wise, he is a learned guy, so he is wise. A 13, I'm gonna put a 13 there. And for charisma, is also a 13, He's,
Wow.
for those interrogation things.
This is
So
very well
there you have
read.
it. Yep, a very
Actually,
well
that's not bad. Actually, yeah.
Yep.
It's just a guy.
the best you can get. The best you can
This
get.
is the
with
best
what
you
you
can
have.
get. Alright. So that's the start. And then next, let's go to class. Alright. When we talk about Batman, I bet a lot of you are going to think he's going to go rogue, right?
Oh, rogue
But
or
I'm going to
fighter?
go
Come
off
on.
a tangent here. I'm going to pick Ranger.
Explain.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright. Let's go down the list. So a D10 hit dice is decent, right? Allows him to
Yeah.
take some punishment. Bane breaks his back, so Bane is a strong guy, so you need at least a barbarian to break Batman's back.
Future character creation? Future.
Yeah, come again?
Yeah, you go on.
Okay. So proficiency in light and medium armor. His costume is at most a medium armor, right? Except discounting the Hellfire batsuit, all those high level armors, right? So his basic armor is at most a medium armor, not a heavy armor.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wearing like Iron Man level armor.
Yeah. I mean, at the later stage, his Hellfire batsuit is basically an Iron Man suit.
Yeah, okay, we're talking a tangent at that point.
Yeah. So and then proficiency in all simple and martial weapons. So being a weapon master, he needs to be proficient in all weapons, right?
Big man. Yeah.
And let's go for his skills.
Okay.
Skills proficiency. I'm picking insight. Right?
Detective thing. Yeah. See if
Yeah,
people are
Batman
lying and whatnot.
if he's the one he's interrogating is lying or not.
He needs to know
Athletics. Jumping, running, rolling, all of athletics checks. And also investigation, Batman.
Because of course, yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Because of
investigator.
Because of that.
Okay, so being a ranger, he has a favorite foe, right? I'm going to do the variant stuff.
Humans.
Do you have variant stuff? No, right?
No.
No variant stuff. I
What is the
mean,
variant one?
Wait,
What's
couldn't
the
you
variant?
activate it? You can activate it in the first
the
tab.
optional thing. The Tashas. Do you have? Oh,
I do. Oh, hit this one. Okay.
Yeah, optional class features. You should be able to.
Yeah.
So
I don't.
instead of
I think-
favorite
I'm
foe
not
enemy,
sure how it shows up.
It's an optional feature manager next to class features.
Alright. Yeah. Okay. You want a Deft
so
Explorer
we're going to
instead?
Death Explorer.
Okay.
And we're going to choose investigation. You know why? Because double proficiency in investigation.
Because he's the world's greatest detective, so duh.
Yep. Self-word explanatory, right? And then
Yeah.
favorite foe. I mean, dealing extra damage to the guy he's
Is it
chasing
foe
down,
or
right?
enemy?
Favorite foe.
Okay.
There you go. So that is at level 1. Alright. At level 2, we're going to take fighting style, thrown weapon fighting. You know why? Because of
Batarang.
Batarang.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, oh, Cora! No, I heard like pole weapon fighting. Like, wait, pole weapon fighting? Like,
Thrown
Prone
weapon
weapon
fighting.
fighting. I was like, what the fuck is a prone weapon fighting?
yeah.
So
Thrown
basically,
weapon, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
so basically, the thrown weapon fighting style allows you to, draw your thrown weapons and attack using your thrown weapon in a single action. So you don't have to have it ready on your hand to do that. You can have it in your back.
Which is kind of how Batman works.
Yeah, basically kind of how Batman does it.
Alright.
He pulls it up from the belt and then throw it, right?
This is actually starting more and more clear. Like, you know what? Yeah, this is pretty good.
Yeah, this is more looking like a Batman, right? so it's until level 3 you can see why I picked Ranger, right? Okay.
Alright, okay,
So for spellcasting, let's rename this as his utility belt.
Bad gadgets.
Yeah, the bad gadget.
Okay, alright, okay.
So let's pick Hill of Thorn.
Okay.
Hill of Thorn.
I mean, you have to take Fog Cloud as well, right? Come on.
Well, I mean, Fog Cloud would be nice, but
What are you taking?
I'm taking Detect Magic, for his investigation.
Yeah, fair.
That'll be his level like above.
I can't remember, is Fog Cloud level 1 or
One.
higher level?
One.
Fog Cloud level
Oh,
1.
okay. In the future.
I
Okay,
cannot
alright.
not relate fog cloud to fart cloud.
Oh my
Ever
god,
since the
stop it. That
first
is so
game.
marrows, man.
There's a
Yeah,
spell for that stinking cloud, isn't
Yeah, the
yeah,
stinking cloud.
there?
Alright, so let's go on. Next is the primeval awareness. For
Next
level 2
level
abilities,
2.
right? You have primeval awareness. And there you go. So primeval awareness, which allows you to what does it do again?
Be aware of animal monsters around you. Yeah, is
Uh,
this one or the alternative one? The alternative one is different.
yeah, but the alternative, I did not pick the optional route because it's spells and it doesn't make sense with Batman's to be able to
I
speak with
see.
animals or anything. So
Okay.
primeval awareness is good enough, because of his bat senses. Sort of, he knows when enemies are behind walls or anything.
He
Or
just
something,
sits
right?
there. Yes, alright. There's a dragon 300 feet and 20 degrees in front of us.
Yep. Okay. So that's all level 2, and then let's get on to level 3.
The main one.
Yeah, there you go. For level 3, this is where Batman becomes Batman.
Okay.
Let's go with his level 3 stuff first. You get your class subclass, right? Level 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're going to pick Gloomstalker.
Gloomstalker.
You know why? Because Gloomstalker. Okay, first of all, you get an additional spell. Disguise self. Well, I mean, Batman can, hide in plain sight.
Change himself to Bruce Wayne, you know.
Yeah, maybe Bruce Wayne or I mean, it helps you hide outside, out of dark places.
Yeah. And also, in Batman games, Batman have like multiple costumes, so you can just use that to
Yeah.
change costume.
Yep. True. And then this is what Batman's become Batman. Batman is the Dark Knight, right? And Gloomstalker have a Dread Ambusher ability, which
Dread
allows you to
Ambusher.
become invisible to anyone that needs to see in the dark using dark vision. Yeah. As long as you're in darkness, you become invisible.
Oh, so like he's doing stealth even when you can see in the dark.
Yeah.
Better invisible.
So he is the Dark Knight. So in the dark, he's completely invisible, right?
That,
So
that's like
that is Umbra side. Sorry, sorry, I got my ability speak mixed up. That is Umbra side. So in darkness, you can get more dark vision. You can get you have 60 from the backseat, right? And Umbra side gives you another 30 on top of that, extending your dark vision side to 90. And also, as long as you're in darkness, creatures that rely on dark vision cannot see you. You are invisible to them.
Whoa.
So, Batman, man, Batman.
yeah.
Why is
so,
this
so,
an optimized build?
yeah.
Hey, we're making Batman. He's the master of everything.
Also,
Last time we were like, you know what? The last time we made JoJo was like, the build is, roleplay wise is perfect, but
But the build is so bad, right?
this is actually like, I want to play him. I want to play Batman, right?
Yeah. So when I'm making this as well, I really want to play this guy, man.
oh god.
Like
And
1d4 punch, and then throw batarangs at enemies.
Yeah. And then he has also Dread Ambusher. So the first round of every combat, he deals 6 star damage, right? So the first round in darkness, you have advantage over people. Throw your batarangs, or maybe you can punch them once. Or punch them once, move back, throw your batarang or anything.
Which is something that Batman would do.
Yeah, that is what Batman.
punch, backflip, batarang.
There you go. So there you have it. And lastly, let's name this character.
Alright. Oh no, what are you naming him?
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
name him.
Punchline incoming.
Yeah, I feel like, like,
He's been
what
holding
else
on.
would you name it other than Batman? Go on.
I'm going to name him Burroughs Wayne.
What? Bruce?
What?
Yeah, Bruce Wayne, aka the Catman.
Oh
What?
god.
Instead of
But yeah,
Wait, no,
Yeah.
isn't there actually a Catman somewhere? I remember there's Catman.
that's
I mean, that's
Catwoman.
Catwoman, but there's a cat.
There is a Catman. It's somewhere in the recesses of my mind, but I do remember.
There is a Ripley's Believe It or Not, where the guy tattoo his face to look like a cat. I don't think that's the one you're referring to.
Nope, that's not it.
There you have it, guys. How about it?
Hey,
Do
that's
we
such
have
a
that,
pretty
man?
like this is actually an optimized build. I actually want to play. Like he's not the best. He's doing unarmed strikes with 1d4, but other than that, it's pretty good. Maybe in the future we can take the feat that improves his brawling a little bit. Other than that, like damn, nice.
Right. There you have it.
Yeah.
so if anybody wants to play Batman, there you go. You're welcome.
For this, I'll see if I can download a PDF and then I'll share it
Definitely
in
gotta share it.
all the descriptions because
Or
yeah.
Discord.
Twitter too. On Discord too.
Our Discord, check out our Discord. Hop in,
You're gonna get it on Discord first because we're a bit lazy in terms of uploading.
Wow.
Bro, correction. I'm a bit lazy when it comes to uploading.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so like we have a few more sections to go, but thought we could wind down a bit with some stories and hello everyone. This is an old segment, but well, we gotta have it.
I mean, the what do you call that? The old way. Wait, what? Don't fix what ain't broken. There you go. That's the
Yeah.
word.
So today I got a story about well, it's a lot of drama and I love drama. I don't know if you guys, how about you guys? I love drama. So well, let's get into it. So this is a post posted in r/RPG horror stories by user Arcane Shadow 7470 22 days ago. It's extra long, so bear with me. But the title is Player Destroys Relationship and Ends Campaign in Single Stroke Before It Even Started. Okay.
That's gonna be harsh, yeah.
I have tissue boxes ready.
Okay, so
In case it's bad.
a little bit of trigger warning. There's a bit of like in character creep moments, but I think that's a given with like the title and horror story. So let's start. So this story is about a game that never got past session 0 due to the awkwardness created by a specific player in response to trying to force others to implement character backstories for everyone that only suited him. So to set the scene, I have been the DM for most of my group's games for over a decade. I was running a small adventure using 5e, which had just come out at the time, so it's been a while ago, for several newbies who had expressed interest in RPGs and wanted to learn the ropes. Joining us was a longtime veteran of my games from the group I usually run with. In retrospect, I should have seen the red flags before ever having started the session, as this veteran player has had some issues with other members of my regular group in the past due to having the my guy and main character syndromes. However, he insisted on joining to help the others learn, as one of them was his girlfriend that he just met, and he wished to be there to personally help her get a grasp of the rules. So, the players were 5 in total, though this story mainly concerns the aforementioned couple, who we will refer to by their classes Paladin and Ranger. So, the party consisted of a rogue, a paladin, the veteran player, a ranger, his girlfriend, a sorcerer, his girlfriend's sister, a cleric, and of course myself as the GM. We began session 0 by explaining the basics of how to roll up characters by choosing race, class, backgrounds, and the usual stuff. A few of the players wanted help to write up their backstories, as they only had a general concept of what they wanted their characters to be like, but needed assistance in fleshing out the details to help them firm up with the setting. So we were playing in the Forgotten Realms. Ranger begins by stating that she wanted to be a hardcore survivalist who grew up alone in the woods, using the trope of literally being raised by wolves. She had no notion of civilized mannerism and no idea who her parents were. This will become important shortly. So we worked out together that it was likely that her human parent abandoned her, she was a half-elf, on the edge of the high forest of Faerun to be raised by the elven people due to financial problems, and to the stigma of raising a half-blood child. Her elven parent left immediately after her birth. But rather than being adopted by the elves, they shunned her as well. And it was finally a lone druid who found her and took her in, teaching her the ways of a natural balance and the cycle of life. That's a pretty nice backstory.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
So, Paladin also decided to write up his character's past as being from the High Forest, so that there was an easy way to link his character to that of his girlfriend, which it's okay. Link backstory, why not? So he was a courtier, but he was a courtier from the fallen realm of Ireland, which was once the kingdom of elves of the High Forest before it fell to ruin. This would make him well over 500 years. Another red flag, but I did warn him that his character would not suddenly be a master of history and knowledge simply because of his age. He wanders the forest looking for relics of the ancient past to preserve and seeks a renewal of the elven lands as a way to uphold his oath to the ancients. So this is where the problem begins. Okay, can you guys guess what's gonna happen?
I can scarcely imagine.
I can. The red flag being 500 years old and.
A little bit, yeah, but kind of. Okay, let's continue. Paladin suddenly decides that it would be cool if, as a way to further link their characters' fates together, Ranger would agree to have her parents be known to him as friends or descendants, on her elven side, to this fallen realm that he used to protect. She reluctantly agrees but makes it clear that she still does not know her parents and therefore does not know him yet. The link between them would be tenuous at best. She's also not interested in the politics of elven realms, fallen or otherwise. She just wants to hunt and scout. So this apparently did not work for him, as he continued to write in his backstory that not only does he know her parents, now suddenly her elven parent is actually descended from the line of royalty that he was sworn to protect. So it is now his duty to defend her. She is, after all, the heir to the royal lineage with the sudden rewrite. Ranger was having none of it, saying that it made no sense. Why would Paladin have allowed her to be abandoned in the woods this whole time? Why not raise her himself instead of risking her to the wilds? Fair points. Like, I like the girlfriend anyway. So his response.
The girlfriend is actually making help.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. Like she's bringing up points to mood him. Anyway, his response caused me to do a double take and elicited a few groans from around the table. He would not have had the heart to raise her as a daughter, for from the moment he laid eyes upon her when she was born, apparently he watched the birth, he knew that she was destined to be his true love.
Oh my god,
He would watch over her from that point on.
Oh, you guys never watched Twilight?
I know, yeah, exactly.
My first thought, Twilight.
That's
It was
exactly
weird back
what
then, and it was weird now.
Dude, I purged that movie from my brain. Stop. No. God damn it.
why you have subjected me to this?
Oh god. No.
Okay, there's still
There's
more
some
to go
Jacob
through.
and
Okay,
Bessie
focus,
shit.
guys. Focus, guys.
So he would watch over her from that point on, always at a distance, making sure no harm ever befell in her in the forest. So everybody together now. Ew.
Oh.
So there's so many things to dissect from that line, but I think it's self-explanatory why nobody should be writing stories about how 500-year-old men suddenly fell in love with infants and stalked them until maturity. Okay.
Oh my god,
I don't
dude.
know those words.
I don't like this. I don't like
In the real world, he would be jailed.
I don't like the TLDR. I don't like
So-
the TLDR.
Ranger immediately ripped her character sheet out of his hands and began yelling at him, saying that there was no way she was going to use that disgusting idea and that he was forcing his character onto hers through the use of their backstory. She wanted help writing one, but he had no business narrating her to the plot of her entire life up to this point without her having any say in it. So I tried to interject, saying that he might indeed be getting a bit heavy-handed with forcing details into her character's story, but he just ignored this response and just kept arguing that it was in everyone's best interest to let him weave a connection between the characters. It was at this point Sorcerer finally spoke up. So if you forget, Sorcerer is the girlfriend's sister, stating that what Paladin was doing was bringing main character syndrome to the game by forcing both his and her characters to be arbitrarily important in the setting. So Rogue agreed, stating that so far Paladin has been showering Ranger with unwanted favoritism and that everyone else was feeling left out while I, the GM, was unsuccessfully trying to defuse the tension and salvage the situation. So Paladin responded by saying that he was clearly more knowledgeable than them for having played for much longer, and even went so far as to calling both Rogue and Sorcerer idiots. He said that if they did not want his help, that they should leave. So they did, and so did Ranger, who immediately broke up with him on the spot. Yeah, yeah. As he stormed out, I was stuck in the awkward situation of trying to console Ranger while also telling everyone that the session was over and that I would be going home. I later contacted everyone except Paladin over Messenger, asking if they were willing to try again with a new Session 0. They replied that this experience left a sour taste in their mouth and that it might be a long time before they attempted another RPG again.
Oh my
And that is how
God.
a disastrous Session 0 ended the adventure before it ever began.
Oh my God! Can we just find who Paladin is and beat him up?
Natural ones on duty. Natural ones. Let the dice gods wrath.
Not only he ruined the Session 0, he turned 3 potential people away from D&D.
Oh, natural ones for him forever. Natural ones.
Oh.
For him.
And they were so interested as well. They would play like some really cool backstory and everything. And this is usually like a bad idea to do character creation for new players, because usually for new players, character creation's not that interesting. But they were interested in it. They were dedicating time to it and everything. And then this happened. I'm like, I just cannot, man.
They had such good potentials to be so cool characters as well.
Yeah,
No.
that's right. I mean, Paladin is the one who doesn't know how to write his character. I mean, backstory.
Being raised by a druid, hell yeah! I wanna
I know,
be able
it's
to
so
live longer,
cute.
like and teach me things. Oh God, this is so
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good
Is there an
show.
update maybe that they came back and now they're playing and have a full campaign?
No, unfortunately. I mean, again, I think this happened a very long time ago because
No.
it happened when 5e just came out. So
Oh,
it's been like
that's
what 10
funny.
years since. I don't think if there is any
God
update, you
damn.
can tell it.
Let's just hope that Ranger, Sorcerer, and Rogue is now happily playing D&D somewhere in
Yeah,
the
Yeah,
or
watch their
cyberpunk, you know,
Anything.
RPG.
Masquerade, even like not as a gripe, but anything. God, oh.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they're watching this very podcast.
Ooh.
If so,
Say hello.
And
Who
then it's-
knows?
Out of the 6
Give us an
viewers,
update.
Oh, did this come back?
Give us an update.
Yeah, so that's the story for today, and we move on to new sections. Not new, sorry, old but gold sections. Homebrew. Yeah.
Hey, okay. Hello everyone, welcome to Homebrew Highlights, where we take a deep dive across the interweb to find out homebrew delights. Let's see what's cooking. Afraid of the ocean? Do you fear its unending depths, or what lurks below it? While some forces of nature are supposed to be treated with a modicum of respect, one foul beast is only seen as a savage predator. The dread Megalodon. a gargantuan-sized monstrosity made by Starcell Games on the Unearthed Arcana subreddit. You can go check them out. They have other seafaring creatures as well and homebrew items. Go check them out. So, the Dread Megalodon. Little backstory snippet. Known as the Tyrant King of the Oceans, anyone who could control a Megalodon had already a powerful dominion over the battle in the seas. But a mad artificer had the gall to enhance this creature into a sheer rampage killing machine. This creature has an has a natural armor AC of 18, hit points standing around 217. Its best attributes are strength, dexterity, wisdom, and constitution. Notable additional proficiencies. They have blind sight of 10 feet and a passive perception of 18. Their perception skill has a +8 to their rolls, and intelligence and charisma saving throws have a +3 to them. The CR rating of this fine dandy creature is a 16. So, oh boy. Players, watch out. Abilities.
We use this in our party, right, guys?
No, stop it.
We are
push
staying
ourselves
over
in.
the ocean.
you
Actually, I
can't.
think we'll cheese this. Like not
Destroy it like retards.
not
Yeah, but we're going to stay the fuck away from all bodies of water.
that is
What do you mean? Your heist plan next time is literally going through a body of water.
Shut up! There's no sharks in lakes. And for War's knowledge of this is we're talking Mark up to 12.
Yeah. I mean, you can... Yeah, sharks die in confined spaces, DM.
And it's a gargantuan monstrosity.
Here's some biology for you. Here's some biology facts for you.
It's
Anyway.
almost like it's a good thing that it's several miles wide now, isn't it?
Oh my god.
Other
Go on,
notable
go.
abilities. This creature has Blood Frenzy, which gives the creature advantage to attacks on creatures that do not have full HP. So I guess this is the sense of blood on the water, and all of a sudden they go berserk mode, and they'll finish off their prey.
Oh, that
This
sucks.
creature
Ooh.
that once combat starts, it's gonna be a long one.
Just,
This
yeah.
creature has advantage on magical saving throws, so your fireballs and hold monsters are, ineffective against this creature, or less ineffective. This creature, its attacks are counted as magical, and it's a siege monster, so it does double damage to objects and structures.
No.
A big cannon shoot ship away, basically.
Oh my god.
J Fire, did you make this?
Don't get me.
Artificer made it.
It's a mad artificer.
Look at Crit. Crit is the weapon.
Looks at Artyom. Looks at Artyom.
Artyom is innocent. Artyom has done nothing.
This is a holy creature abomination. Anyway, attacks. This creature can multi-attack, and the 2 attacks it consists of is Bite. It's its melee ranged attack. It has a reach of 10 feet, so do as it as you will. And it deals 9d12 plus 7 piercing damage if the attack hits. So oof, that's an average of 65 it says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 90-12, really?
Yeah, plus
To hit, plus 7. No, plus 12.
No.
Ooh.
yeah, it has a plus 12 to hit as well. So yeah, that's just its bite. Its cannon has a range of minimum 600 feet, maximum 2,400
Oh my
feet.
god.
You can do artillery barrages from the ocean
Oh my
with
god.
this creature.
I hear Rain laughing sinisterly.
What are those flying things trying to fly over the water there?
Oh
This
my
attack
god.
also has a plus 12 to it and deals 8d10 plus 7 piercing damage. I don't know why it's piercing. I imagine bludgeoning being a cannon, but do it as you will. 8d10 plus 7.
Laser cannon.
I mean, technically the cannon's piercing if you're big enough,
I think a huge rock and a small rock, the difference between bludgeoning and piercing. yeah, those are the main attacks. And if we see on the second page, this post
The
comes in two
second
pages.
page. Oh
The
my
second
god.
page, these humble creators have given out like reasons and ways to implement these creatures into your campaign for some godly reason. If you hate your players so much, you can see on the table on the right there, Dread Megalodon's adventure hooks.
Oh,
Do of it as you will. In addition to that, they have also given 2 extra optional armaments for the Megalodon's cannon. If you want to switch out the cannon, you can instead have an Eldritch Ray Gun. These are its exact words. The Eldritch Ray Gun is a +12 to hit and has a range of 100
1,000 feet.
100 to 1,000 feet. So what this is a laser pointer, basically.
What?
So you can choose any creature between 100 to 1,000 feet, and any creatures on that line. So multiple creatures. You can choose not to attack your allies. My God, there's no friendly fire here. They have to do I don't know if this is a roll to hit, and on hit, all creatures take 7d6 radiant damage.
That's not too bad. I mean,
Yeah.
That's good.
This is
I'm
good, but
interested in the
this-
second one there.
this
No, it's not too bad until you consider it has 1,000 feet range and it has a 100 feet area
Yeah.
of effect.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
it
Basically,
That's a
it
lot
can
of people.
target 100 people in one attack.
That's true. No, not 100.
20,
Yeah,
more
if
like.
people,
20.
if people is standing side by side, 100 people is standing side by
Ah,
side. Yeah.
my
Yeah,
god.
this is pure chaos. That's not the end of it. Another one, the final one, is the harpoon launcher. It's the same goes. It's a +12 to hit. The range for this weapon is just 100 feet minimum to 200 feet maximum. On hit, the target takes 60-10 +7 piercing damage, and on hit they need to make a saving throw, a contested saving throw between the Megalodon and themselves. On a failure, they are pulled 100 feet towards the Megalodon. So get ready to be Chum Chow.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go. The Dread Megalodon.
No, thank you.
I love
Players fear the ocean. I have unleashed and highlighted Abomination. Stay safe, everyone. And do with it as you will. That's
It's
it for
actually pretty
today.
cool. Like
Yep.
looking through that, I initially saw the -2 to charisma and intelligence. I was like, okay, you can cheese this with wisdom saving throws. Not with charisma and intelligence saving throws, but then there's
Magic
magical
resistance.
resistance, and then there's dealing average 65 per hit with its bite. And I'm like, 18 armor, 217 health. Shit.
It also has blind sight, so you can't you can be invisible far away, but if you try to even approach it, you're dead.
And I mean, it's the only way I can see someone winning this is lucking out with saving throws, because it's got no legendary saves.
That is true. That's true.
This is the only saving grace. It's not a legend. It's a monster with no legendary actions.
But here's the thing, though. If
Jesus.
it's still resistant to magic. It's a
So
problem.
so it's gonna be
And-
hard. Yeah, you
And
just have to
let's
pray.
say like the spells that do most damage are fire, but it's in the water. So and fire
They
is
automatically gain fire
automatically
resistance.
resistant anyway.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
I mean, I'm sure by the time we encounter this creature, we'll have level 9 spell, right?
You have to be.
Sure.
By the way.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The only person that could have a level 9 is me.
Yeah,
And-
but okay, at easily, druids have reverse gravity. There you go.
Oh no!
Flip the flesh.
Reverse
You do
gravity
sharks.
is
Flip
no
the fish.
more.
It's just
Oh,
floating. Right, you reverse gravity. Would you reverse gravity just on the creature, or with the water
Oh
around
my
it?
god. Yeah, that's right.
It's gonna change from a megalodon to a flying
Megalodon. Oh my god, it makes it worse.
Yeah,
Stop it.
So here's a this is Sharknado.
Oh, so that is how Sharknado happens. The Red Star to kill the Megalodon by reverse gravity.
You gotta make that spell in a Sharknado.
Oh my god, I don't even like Ignis doesn't even like water. Why would he even think about it?
Don't worry, it's just sharks, not even the water. Just
Mhm.
sharks.
Mhm.
Sharknado was a wild movie. Let's be real. Why does it even exist?
Anyway, yeah, is that all? That's all for homebrew highlights. So finally we move on to the sexy mascot section. If you're wondering why I'm saying that, check Twitch chat. Anyway, let's go. I don't know why. I think it was a bit weird there, but they were all good. Maybe, I don't know.
Thank you for the introduction, Aina. So, hi guys, welcome to DM Academy, where I, Crit, hopefully teach you guys a thing or two about, well, being a dungeon master, or possibly even being a player, or anything in between. So, the class is now in session, please take a seat. Today we're talking about armor class. So, who here can tell me what armor class is? How about you, the cyberpunk boy in the back?
Armor class is the oh god, how do you explain this? The threshold that a creature needs to pass in order able to succeed in an attack.
That will do. Okay, yeah, it's your character's general defenses and how hard they are to hit, as illustrated by myself on the blackboard there. So, today, I specifically want to touch on one thing, which is this situation of a player character having too much armor, or if in fact that there is such a thing. So, I will set up a hypothetical, and I would like to hear what you guys think, and I'll go from least experienced in D&D in general to most experienced, ending with Rain, obviously. So, let's start with War on that. War, if a player in your campaign has, let's say, 23 AC, right?
Mhm.
What do you do about that?
In order to make combats fair,
Let's go with that.
I introduce saving throw attacks. I guess spells, anything that targets their weakest attribute points.
That is understandable, okay. As a way to circumvent their high AC. I can see that working. Okay, thank you. What about Aina? How about you?
Same. Although just to be funny, I'll introduce higher AC character too, so they know what I feel.
Fire with fire.
Exactly. That's how I DM.
You're all sitting in a circle, having to roll nat 20s to hit each other.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Aina. Next up is Farid. How about you? What do you do in this scenario?
Aside from throwing the Dread Megalodon at them.
Oh my god.
Okay, what I would do is, introduce them to, a bunch of acid slime. It eats up their armor, AC, on each attack.
Every time,
Something
though?
like the rust monster, something like that. It's called. I can't remember.
Yeah, the rest monster.
From old tomes of D&D.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's been a while since I heard that name. Got all nostalgic for a second. Right, that's fair, yes. Something that targets their items. That's good. And finally, the most experienced, Rain. I'm hoping / expecting you have a hot take on this.
Okay. What I do is let them have high AC. Let them feel like the monster try to hit, like pong miss, pong miss, pong miss. Makes them because getting high AC is not easy. They have to invest a lot of things to get that high AC. So if they build their character to have like 21, 22 high AC, most of the time, let them have that high AC. But in occasional things, like when fighting a boss monster or fighting enemies that know them, like when you want to actually give them a challenge, only then you apply all these or what they've been doing, basically, all the acid attacks and opportunity weakness and everything. And one more very important thing: surprise. Player can surprise monsters, and more enemies can surprise them as well. And conditions
Surprise them when they're not wearing armor.
yeah, sleeping usually or something like that. Yeah, just in general, put them in a situation where they're not gonna be wearing armor, they're gonna be wearing fancy clothing for a ball or some shit, and then attack them. If you really want to, put them outside of their comfortable zone. Because the idea is not to like defeat the players, it's about challenging them. So reward them for their build and then challenge them a little bit. Now you're in this situation, what are you gonna do? Just keep that in mind.
So what you're saying is always put yourself in an advantageous position.
Pretty much. So yeah, actually, Rain, an excellent answer if I've ever heard one. Didn't expect anything less from you. That's, I feel, the crux of this whole hypothetical is that you don't necessarily have to mess with them specifically. Where, as Rain said, let them feel like that badass, like can deflect like 40 hits in a row, because that's what their character is. You wouldn't take sneak attacks from a rogue, you wouldn't take spellcasting away from a wizard. Mm-hmm. Let the tanks be tanks. And obviously an easy way to circumvent is to target everyone but them. Realize, hey, wait, this guy is a wall, I have to go over or under the wall, so creatures that fly, creatures that burrow, ranged attacks, hit them, where it counts. And when they eventually find a way to adapt to these scenarios as a tank, they will feel even more badass because now they can protect the entire group behind them. They will learn positioning, they will learn grouping, and it actually encourages sort of a tank-like approach to the game, which is what they're building for.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's kind of the main takeaway. Don't how do I put this? Don't punish them for
See, that's why it's DM Academy, not for players. We think about how do we defeat all these enemies, so we see them as enemies. That's the problem here. So yeah, that is also a takeaway. As a DM, you're not playing against your players, you're playing with them.
Yeah, make them feel awesome, man.
But as a player, we are going against our DM.
Exactly, which is hard.
This dynamic is unhealthy. It is inherently unhealthy.
I think it's good for everyone to get a different perspective here, which is kind of what we're going with, which is why I asked Rain the last, because I feel like our perspectives align the closest.
Yeah.
So like you guys give your opinions and they are very valid ways of circumventing AC, and then comes the spring trap of actually you don't have to circumvent their AC at all. One of those. So, yeah. Very correct. So main takeaway, let people do what they built their characters to do. It's, what's the word? It's a very evergreen advice for any fledgling dungeon masters, which is you three over there in the back row.
But we're on the foreground, though. If you look at
there's actually an imaginary crowd in front of you guys. Are you not seeing them?
But you know what? It makes sense. The three eager ones to learn. We sit at the front. The one, the veteran or the super senior sits at the back.
The super senior, 3 years, 5 years university, still have not graduated. Just get there in the back.
You're an alumni now? You're just visiting?
One class, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, we gotta get some fucking classroom lore going on here. Holy crap.
Yeah, let's build up the rogue gallery lore, my guy.
Oh my god.
Alien Rogues Academy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Academy AU.
That's our new campaign.
Oh my god.
It's Alien Rogues.
You're making this character my new character. Let's go.
Alright.
And that would be my segment. I hope it didn't drag on for too long or for not
That's actually
drag
I think
at
it's all
all.
good.
yeah,
So-
perfect timing.
Yeah. So with that, that's the end of today's show. I hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode back for season 2. Yeah, I'm gonna change to the me. I don't think we.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thanks for watching and all that stuff. I will see you again next week, maybe with the full cast. We will see.
Yep, most probably. So
Yes.
thank you all for coming. Like and subscribe. Follow us on many social medias and follow us on Twitch and also join our Discord.
We also have a
Links in-
TikTok, actually, if you guys do that. Although,
Do I mean
We do.
we do, but there's
We
only
do,
like
yeah, definitely.
three videos because I don't have time to edit everything. So
I know.
yeah. Hey, bye.
I
Bye.
Bye.